Today, what's in your box video is a very heavy blanket, or what they call a gravity blanket, right here. Okay, so the blanket inside the box is 7.7 kilos. So this is a lot heavier than your normal blanket. And the reason why it's so heavy is because it's designed to give you the feeling of being hugged. So in my studio today, I have set up my bed here. So I'm going to show you guys what the blanket looks like. And I bought this from Amazon. And it's supposed to be really good for people who have problems sleeping at night. For example, if you suffer from anxiety or insomnia, or someone who very difficult to fall asleep, so this blanket is supposed to help. I guess the concept is like having a cuddle or something, put a weight on your body so you feel more secure. Now, I'm not totally convinced that this will work, but that's why I make this video, so you guys can see what you are spending your money on. Now, come in a box like this. Inside is a blanket. And I'm not sure what they put inside the blanket, but it's really, really heavy. So from the weighing scale, you can see this is about 7.7 kilos or something like that. And packaging wise, all there is just cardboard boxes which weight hardly kind of nothing at all. And let's do a sniff test. Tastes fresh. I mean, it doesn't taste like chemical bleach or anything like that, so but I guess if you're carrying this around, I mean, just by holding it, it feels really heavy. And the weight is evenly distributed, so it's not like there is a rock at the corner or something like that. So the blanket itself kind of like quite heavy evenly. So I guess each pocket, they will have like some kind of a sand material, but I believe it's not sand, I think it's silicone. But each of the pocket about the size of your hand, and I can feel that inside there is a little particles. I'm going to find out from the listing and see what this is. The material is made with a kind of a cotton or cloth. All the seams are quite nicely done. There's a little loop in here, so I guess could be handy. And my first impression is that this is very heavy, but I'm not sure. If you have it like a snake around your neck, like this, it really feels like that you are carrying something really, really heavy. Almost like you are in a construction site and you are like, lifting a bag of sand or cement or something like that. But that's not the point. The point of this blanket is not that if you weight on one particular part of your body, it has to be evenly distributed. I guess a lot of people, even including my wife, when I told her about the gravity blanket or a weighted blanket, she was saying like, why on earth would you like something to sit on top of your chest? But I don't think that's the scenario. The scenario is the weight needs to be evenly distributed. So if you have the whole blanket on your body, at any one point, it's only your body surface area which contains the weight, which is on top of your body. But to have the whole blanket on top of your body on your shoulder, I think that feels quite ridiculous. But once you spread out the duvet, and with some of the weight on the floor, it just feels like a cuddle. feels quite cozy. Obviously, you can't feel it, and quite difficult for me to convey what this feels like. But let's put it on the bed, lie down, and see how I feel. Okay, so I got my blanket on my bed, and one first thing I noticed is this blanket is very difficult to, no, I won't say very difficult, it will be difficult to kind of like spread on the bed. You know how you have a duvet, sometimes you stand in one corner and all you do is hold the two corners and flick, and then the duvet kind of spread itself against the bed. Can't really do with this blanket because it's so heavy. It's like it will have a mind on its own. So the only really way to spread the duvet will be actually corner to corner. And kind of like, tidy it. But that's not really important or the point. And let's see how it feels in bed. So oh. Okay. It's actually really comfortable. It's actually pretty comfortable. Now, quite a few things which is quite obvious as soon as you start using a gravity blanket is that the blanket kind of hugs your body. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see I can feel that my body line here inside the duvet just grips your body. I guess, the weight in each of the pocket is kind of following my body shape. So it feels like that there is quite comfortable kind of a hugging sensation from my chest down to my feet. And just to show you, when you're sleeping with your toes pointing upwards, you also almost like the blanket is pushing down on your feet. It's like you don't really want your toes to be pointing upwards because the weight is actually on your toes. So you kind of like flatten it out or put it to one side or the other. But apart from that, it's really, really comfy. Now, one thing I really hate about duvets is that sometimes in the winter, especially in the winter when you have a heavy duvet, when you put the duvet on, there is pockets of air around you. You know what I mean? When you go into bed, your bed is still cold. And when you start to climb in, obviously anything which is in contact with your body starts to suck in your body heat and heats up quite quickly. But there is a pocket of air around you, which is almost like every time you move, you can feel the cold air seeping in. But with a heavy blanket, weighted blanket like this, all the air pocket is gone from your body, including between my legs. If I open my legs, as soon as I kind of let it rest, you can see that the blanket actually wraps around your body, which is quite an amusing kind of feeling. I quite like it. Obviously, I'm going to put a duvet cover on, but I can. Well, it's getting harder and harder to finish this video because I'm feeling so sleepy. So for me, I really like this blanket. I don't know if my wife will like this blanket because she already say that she don't really like heavy stuff on her. But for me, this kind of like, I do really feels like someone is hugging me. Now, by looking at my flip-up screen for my Canon G7X, so I can actually see myself. I'm filming myself at the moment. And I can see that, my leg is actually showing on the camera because the duvet wraps around my leg, my thigh here. You can see my body contour there. Whereas with a normal duvet, usually you will see a kind of like a tense effect, but this one doesn't. I guess that's the main visual difference that you can see on video. But in terms of how it feels, I guess you really have to try it yourself. So thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.